Black powder versus Pyrodex. Black powder or Pyrodex, which one do you want to be loaded on the hunt of your life? I believe that black powder is superior for both flintlocks and black powder revolvers specifically. You can depend on black powder to ignite and burn quickly in your flintlocks and black powder revolvers. No misfires, or fewer misfires, I should say, and caps that don't ignite the powder when using black powder. Criteria number one that we're going to go over, so power and accuracy of both muzzleloader propellants. A powerful powder is preferred, however, power without accuracy is pointless. Criteria number two is the burn time. So flintlocks and black powder revolvers need to be burned quickly, especially flintlocks, because you're using a pan, which then you add powder to, and that powder is what ignites the chamber, which then pushes the lead ball or mini ball out of the end of the flintlock rifle. Criteria number three, the cleanliness of each propellant, so which powder is easier to clean and produces less barrel fouling. So barrel fouling is just how dirty the barrel gets. You'll see any kind of it's called carbon buildup, and it's going to be this black substance inside the barrel. And the more fouling that you have in your barrel, the less accurate your shots continuing on without cleaning get. Criteria number four is the cost of each propellant, price per pound specifically. Criteria number five, historical accuracy and fun factor. So when powders were created as well as the enjoyment at the range. Black powder, as you can see in criteria number one, has a little bit less pound per square inch force, however, or foot pound force, and the FPS is also slightly less. However, the shot grouping is significantly better. And like I said, power without accuracy is pointless. Burn time, 50 grains of powder burned for both. Black powder took roughly 1 second, where Pyrodex took roughly 2 seconds. Once again, that's very important for your flintlocks. Black powder, less barrel fouling, so it's cleaner burn. Pyrodex, larger fouling formations, so the formations of the fouling are larger. Black powder costs an average of $35 per pound, whereas Pyrodex averages $21 per pound. So black powder is more expensive and harder to find. Black powder was invented in 9th century China, and it is smokier. More smoke equals more fun at the range. And Pyrodex was invented in 1975, and it has less smoke, which is less fun at the range. So why trust me? Over the years, I have spent countless hours handling both black powder and Pyrodex. I have the experience and knowledge required to help you decide which propellant is right for you and your firearm. When you use black powder, you're using the same propellant that has been used for many years before you, and not only are you continuing the use of this historic invention, but also using the preferred powder for flintlock rifles. Here are some tests that have been done as to why black powder is better. September 8th, 2018, one of the top black powder firearm YouTube channels released a video comparing black powder and Pyrodex. After he tested both propellants, in this video you can see the chronograph results, and that is where I got the numbers previously. In 2021, I conducted a speed test for both Pyrodex and black powder using 50 grains volume of black powder and Pyrodex. Once again, the black powder took roughly 1 second to burn, whereas the Pyrodex took roughly 2 seconds. Guns of the West, the YouTube channel from before, released a second video comparing black powder and Pyrodex. This video, he tested how bad the fouling was in each barrel. And black powder showed average fouling, whereas the Pyrodex showed unusual shapes and large fouling, proving that it is a less clean burn. He also tested burn speed and found the same results as me. So some people might ask, Pyrodex is more powerful than black powder, why not use Pyrodex? It is more powerful, however, it is less consistent. You could see the averages, the spread was a lot larger on FPS for each shot, and then also it is less accurate in their groupings when shot. People might say black powder is dirtier. It's a common misconception, but black powder is actually proven to be cleaner than Pyrodex. So you're out hunting with your flintlock during muzzleloader season and you see a buck or a bull elk of your life. Why would you risk the poor performance of Pyrodex in flintlocks when you could be using black powder in your flintlock and know that that firearm is going to go off when you see that bull elk, buck, whatever it may be, bear as we saw from earlier, use black powder? And then here are my references.